Hello and welcome to the EmpowerHer Play podcast. My name is Yashmin, this is Salma, and this is Shafia. And today we have Zainab with us, who is an archer and also our Dragonboat team leader.
Woo, welcome.
Welcome.
Hello. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with MSA?
Yes, so I think this was over 10 years ago. There was another group called, what was it, MWSF, I think it was. And I think they did basketball at the local school, well, the school I went to, in the evenings. And from that, I think then 10 years later, I think you then started the archery program, the beginners courses, but that was it's like partnership with Archery GB, Project Romeo or something. Yeah. I can't remember, but well, it shows you it works because joined full time now. And from that was like 6-week course.
Yeah.
So what interested you? Interested you?
I don't know.
That's the word that I want to say.
I think because it was I don't know. It was just what my cousin showed me, and I was like, okay,
Let's
I
try this.
remember when you started basketball because I was running those sessions, and then
Was it you?
Yeah, I was running
Okay.
those sessions, and then your Babby, isn't it?
Yes.
So your Babby started coming, and I was running those sessions, and then our funding stopped. So then I've created MSA,
Right.
and then you joined with your other sister. Did you have another sister?
Yeah.
And so I think there was 3 of you.
Yeah.
So you were coming to basketball, and then I think you started working, so you got a bit busy, and then we did archery, and you started to come to that, and then you got interested in doing the Dragonboat racing.
Yeah. It was all 2021 then, because I remember I was a student.
Because you were suddenly a student, and then you were working, and you come back, and you were like this transformed grown up.
Yeah. It was like it was 10 years later. I think about 10 years later, and I did it with so I started the archery courses, did that, and then loved it.
That was the first time you did
That
archery?
was the first time I've done archery. Absolutely loved it. Immediately went and got my equipment, which I've got with me. And I went with the coach. So I'm still in touch with her. And after that, I joined a club. That was probably just under a year later, I think. Because I think you continued to do the archery courses. I mean, the sessions. So I did it up until you guys kept doing it.
Yeah.
And then I joined a proper club, got into, I'm going to shout out my club, Oakfield Archers, if anybody wants to join. Get in touch with Oakfield. And then I started going there. The coach helped to bring me up to, a level where my scores were getting somewhat decent.
So just explain, it's not just about, what is it, just about getting to target, or what is it that you have to do fundamentally?
So when you first start, it's all about it. There is a technique to it, but you're not supposed to overthink when you're shooting, or you're meant to clear your head. When you think about your shot, you're not supposed to think about multiple different things, because you're thinking, okay, is my hand correct? Am I using my shoulder? You're meant to use your shoulder blades, your back muscles. Am I pulling with my back muscles? So once you start thinking about all these different things, you're overthinking. Yeah. You're meant to just go into default, autopilot, and just naturally come. So you get muscle memory the more and more you do it. That's why they say the more you practice archery, it will naturally just, come to you. So what it is, when you first start, they try and get you used to lining up your string over here with your nose and your mouth, like that. So you're touching like this. And then your hand placement here. And then slowly teaching you to pull back, not with your arm, but with your shoulder blade and your back muscles. So if you look online, you'll see archers, their back muscles are really strong.
Because I've done archery, and it's quite hard. It's not as easy as it looks like. The bow and arrow, like the arrows, and the bow is so strong to just be able to pull it back, right?
So you start off with a really light draw weight. Draw weight is the like sort of strength or weight that you're pulling on this arm, or whichever arm you pull with. You get left-handed archers as well. And then once you've got that technique and you're starting to hit the target more and more, what you start doing next, you focus on grouping. It doesn't matter where they're grouping, just in like a circle, like that. As long as they're like getting, you can have one there, one there.
So
one
you're
there.
consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just want your arrows to sort of group. And once you started grouping, you can kindly adjust. Okay, I should be aiming here. And what I have here is a recurve bow. So I have a sight on mine.
Can you show us, Zainab?
Yeah. Ooh, if I pick it up.
It's quite a heavy kit as well, isn't it?
That's what I was going to say. Is it different?
So this
There we are.
here is what we call a sight. And if you notice here, there's a tiny little pin
Eh.
there.
Is that what you're
There.
looking through?
And I'm not looking through there. I'm looking at the target.
God.
What's the distance that you're shooting from now?
Indoors is the maximum distance is 25 meters. But on average, it's about 18 meters,
Okay.
20 yards. Outdoors, 70 meters or 80 yards.
Oh, wow.
So
Amazing.
that's Olympic. That's
So
Olympic
we'll
distance.
see you in the next Olympics.
Good God, no. My scores are nowhere near.
Come on, can you imagine? Yeah. Come on, Zainab.
You can started with MSA. Can you imagine?
Oh my God, that is my dream.
Have you seen the people that do that?
I have. I watch it avidly when they come on the
There's a
Olympics.
16-year-old girl. I think she's 17 now. And scoring 10.
Yeah, no, I've seen them. They're,
Yeah.
they're so precise.
It's
So when you're doing
amazing.
competitions, are you allowed to use the aids or not?
Yeah.
Oh, you can use
This
all
is
of
called
that.
recurve.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
The people that do it without all of this extra
Yeah.
stuff on the bow is called bare bow.
Okay.
And then you also get, the traditional, just the stick and arrows. That's called, longbow.
Okay.
And then you also got a compound bow.
So the competitions are specific for those.
Everyone goes to the same competition,
Okay.
but you'll get
The
like the
categories.
first four, different categories. The first 4 targets maybe will be compound bows. Then the next 3 targets might be long bows, and then
So what's the
So-
gangster
so-
one? Like, what's the one that the top end?
it's just different.
You know, like when you
It's
see
just
someone
different.
walking in and you're like, whoa, she's
No, they're just
carrying.
different. They're different bows.
They just do.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right,
It's
okay.
different bows.
Okay.
So the men and women's categories are separate, right?
Yeah, men and women.
What's the
different.
representation like within women's competitions?
So there's obviously going to be a lot more men. There is a
What
lot
about
more men.
ethnicity for the women's side?
Ethnicity, I'm probably sometimes the only Asian there.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes
Really?
or most of the time.
Pretty much all the time.
So what can we do? Like, obviously,
Yeah.
MSA is doing as much as we can across several different sports. But what can GB Archery? We've spoke about Project
Honestly,
Maya.
yeah, that project.
So it's a huge project,
got
grassroots.
people- it did get people into
Yeah.
the clubs. So I
Are
think
the clubs okay? Are they accepting? Like, is it more culturally diverse now?
yeah, we'll take anyone. And honestly,
Yeah.
we're like, come on, join. But the thing is that even when people do join, they're not competing. They get afraid.
Oh.
Why do they get afraid?
They think that you have to be an amazing archer. When I went, what was it? It was last year. I don't know what happened. There was one competition where I was just missing the target.
Sorry, don't worry. Mine's all over.
I know you, Zainab. You're very confident, and
I just carried on.
You're very confident, right? There are girls out there or women out there who probably they don't see someone like themselves
Yeah,
in that room
that will be
anyway.
the
That's-
biggest barrier.
That's the big barrier, and
Yeah.
then there's another barrier they don't feel confident enough. So, what would your message be to girls and boys who
Honestly,
are not confident, who don't see themselves in that
Join
room?
a club, because everyone in your club is there to support you, because they need to enter as a team as well. So sometimes you get team medals. So when you're going for county competitions, there are team medals. So they actually want you to do well. So your club will actually help you. They will go with you. So we've started this thing at our club where if somebody doesn't have a car or whatever, or just needs help reaching a certain distance, the coach will help, and people in the club will be like, okay, come with us. And it's really, really friendly.
So how often do you go training?
Indoors, we only get the sports hall that we hire twice a week. But then on the weekends, because I'm going to competitions, I think sometimes there's some months where I'm going every weekend. So then I'll be shooting 1 or 2 competitions on both Saturday and Sunday. So I'm sometimes shooting 3 or 4 times a week. This is in winter. And then in summer, I try to go every other day. And then on top of that, I've got competitions on weekends.
Welcome to the Muslima Sports Association, where empowerment and sportsmanship meet for Muslim women. Dive into our world of sports, tailored exclusively for you. From the exhilarating teamwork of football and the strategic plays of netball to the challenging strokes of dragonboat racing and the precision of fencing, whether you're looking to find your strength in wellness classes or experience the thrill of the NFL, we've got it all. Join a community where faith meets fitness, courage and camaraderie. The Muslima Sports Association, where every Muslim woman discovers her champion within. Visit us today and kickstart your journey to greatness. Your sport, your sisterhood, your strength.
Oh, wow. So are the men's archers more diverse? Is there a bit of diversity there?
I think it's the same. I think it's the same.
Because you think it's one of those sports that, come from our sunnah. It's very encouraged in the Muslim community.
Now there are people starting.
Okay.
A few, because I think it was, I can't remember which competition it was, that I saw a few Asian men. I think there were about 4 Asian men.
Okay.
So, but again, 4 out of however many
True,
there were.
Zainab.
Do you know
Let's do it.
We've got tennis elbow. Me and Shaf. We won't be able to-
Convenient, isn't it?
We can still get Sal's forehead.
You'll be able to
Is there a technique where you can get the middle bit?
Are we allowed to put photos on?
safety
Are we allowed
here.
to put photos on the target?
we'll
Because
have to
then
do
she'll get my nose every time.
You can. We'll try
I have
that.
done archery, by the way. So
Yeah. No, the archery with MSA was actually
Actually,
fantastic.
yeah.
It was
It was a lot of fun.
Genuinely.
And we get demand every time,
Yeah, we
like
do.
asking
Yeah.
for it. It's just we don't
But
find
do you
a
know
venue.
why? Because the waiting lists at clubs is very long. Sometimes you're waiting for 2 years even
Wow.
to get onto a beginner's course and join the club.
wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's in demand.
It's a lot of equipment though, isn't it? Because
It is.
the issue I have is storing the equipment for it. And the rugby club has been very good with us, and they're storing our equipment. But we just can't get a venue. The venue that we used at the time, they don't have that space anymore. And that's the issue.
Yeah. So that's the issue with a lot of clubs, actually. Even
Yeah.
our club moved around a lot before we found this permanent spot. But even then, if that land or whatever gets sold
exactly.
to somebody else, because it's a field that we need, then depends, isn't it? We might need to move as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. That's it,
Are these arrows? What are they called?
Yeah,
Are they all different weight? Like
Arrows?
Just
Don't
Yeah.
throw it or aim it at
Because
anyone.
apparently I'm
Shaf.
too small, so I should have a nice. Oh, here we are.
So that is customized to me, those arrows.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I
it's
know why
wants to
she's
see.
taking those out.
based on like my draw weight and
Wow.
my
Careful,
draw
Shaf.
length.
So how expensive are these?
I got the cheapest ones. So I think they were, because those are carbon aluminium ones
I
for
saw something
outdoors,
here.
so they're lighter and fly faster through.
And what's all these medals
Yeah, I was
here?
going to say, well, these medals.
I was going to try and remember how much were they? About £200 a set
wow.
or something, or was it more? I can't remember if it's 200 or 300.
Wow.
And how much does it cost to be part of a club?
It's not that much, to be honest. All of them are different. Some of
Okay.
them make you pay £3 or £5 per shoot each day you shoot, and then you pay for your archery GB membership is now £60 for adults. Can't remember, and it's different
And
for
that's a year,
each
isn't
character.
it?
That is for 1 whole year.
Yeah.
And that includes your insurance as well.
Yeah, you're insured, and
Yeah.
you can with the Archery GB membership, you can enter competitions as
Yeah.
well.
It's so nice to think though. Our
I know.
course has then led on to.
I've got a ranking. I've got a national ranking. It's not that great.
That's about
It's not that
tell us
great.
well.
But yeah, I got these badges from Archery GB as well. So this one is an indoor, from an indoor competition. So basically, if you shoot
Yeah, of course you can, Sam.
500,
This one.
500.
This one, innit, Zainab?
The bottom one, indoors
Yeah.
at 18 meters.
Oh.
Then you get this from World Archery.
Oh.
And
So
then
it's like park run. You can get the different T-shirts for every time you do run. Sorry, that's the only
but
thing
you,
I can.
but
love
you
that,
need to
don't you?
score a minimum here.
Yeah. Well, you got to run it there as well. You know.
So this is 500 out of 600 that
Oh,
I
nice.
shot. This one is, I went to my first nationals, indoor nationals
bless you.
last
Well
year.
done.
Fab.
And then these two are from Archery GB. They're from the Hereford shoot outdoors. That's starts at 80 yards. And then moves
So how
in.
does your family feel? Are they supportive? Do they come and see you compete and that?
No.
Why?
Do you know how
you
boring
don't
it is for
say
people to
that.
watch?
Oh, come on.
Okay, let me tell you this. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes. Nobody is going to wake
back,
up
innit?
at 5 o'clock in the morning with me to get there. Sometimes I'm going to Surrey. Sometimes it's in Middlesex,
Yeah.
Oxfordshire, Hertfordshire. Nobody's coming with me at
Bless
6
you.
o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
So how did you, why did you start, I must say, how did you get involved in the boat race with MSA, the Dragon Boat?
So who
So
is
did
it?
you do rowing before boat
Yeah,
race?
that's what I'm trying to
Because we
think
did the
back.
rowing together.
No.
We
I
did do the rowing
started
too.
so
Oh, yeah.
that's another thing. I started the rowing because they said you need to
For your
work on
archery.
your back muscles.
Oh.
So that's the reason. And they kept doing this motion. So I was like, do you know what? You started rowing. So I was
Yeah.
like, let me do the rowing course.
Yeah.
And then I started to enjoy that. So that was my secondary sport.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Because
To
we loved the
complement
rowing. The rowing
archery,
was
yeah,
fab as well,
oh.
wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah.
But then also I'm a bit of a loner sport person. So that's why archery was great for me. And then with rowing, I got put on a boat by myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, just happily
Roll
away.
away. Roll.
You guys were in the quad, I remember.
The quads or the pairs are okay, but I didn't like being on my own. I was like,
I'm the
I don't
complete-
trust myself.
I was the complete opposite. Unless you're with people, no offense. Unless you're with people on your
She was never on the boat with me.
on the same level.
Take it in.
So unless you're with people on the same level,
Yeah, the
you're going to be
synchroni-
like,
it's quite frustrating when you're not synchronizing. Yeah, it can be really frustrating.
You're on a boat with 16 other ladies.
Yeah.
How do you feel there?
that's dragon boating. That's dragon boating.
dragon boat.
Oh, emotions like run high there as well. I was like,
You can see Zainab's voice has already gone up. We're on the boat right now.
I was on a boat with you. I was on a rowing boat with you. Remember the first session after we came back after
But I
a
feel
long
like there
time?
was a few others and your voice went really loud. She went into like scary teacher mode. And I don't say that often about people. And I was like, damn.
Good on you, Zainab. Especially with her. Yeah?
You
Should've
were
been there.
fine.
I was all right. And I'm bad at rowing. Can you imagine?
I hope the other two people watching this.
You know who you are. And we've got photos of
Come
it.
forward.
Yeah.
Oh, my days.
Oh, but your journey with MSA has been quite nice. Like it's been a variation of things, and then Dragonboat now is
Yeah.
our annual thing. That's we're
there
strong
we
and
are.
solid and champion. We should have had our trophies. Yeah, and it's all starting up again.
I think that's probably one of my proudest things about MSA is getting that Dragon Boat race team together.
Yeah.
Because it's becomes
winning team together.
winning.
Oh, but
team
that's what
together.
you were asking. How did I get to do the dragon boating? So we were at an archery session, and I think you guys were like, oh, if you want, there was somebody that said, oh, by the way, the MSA has put up this dragon boating. It would just be a bit of fun,
Yeah.
which it was.
Until
Proper competition now.
The other team leader entered the scene.
It was, I think it was it 2022? And we literally, our team just went in for a bit of fun. That's all it was. And I remember it was pouring down on the actual race day.
That day.
So bad. Actually, I think every year we've been this
there's always a bit of
They
rain.
always try to move the date thinking, oh no, next year it should be better because it's later in the summer.
Yeah.
But it just gets worse and worse. For some reason, that event is always cursed with rain and wind.
And I remember, genuinely it is. For some reason, they moved it from June to July and it was still pouring.
But only the Al-Noor one, because the other charity boat race is okay usually, isn't it?
That's in August.
They have slightly better weather, don't they? But I think that's what it is. When we do competitions, there's that sense of, and we don't do it enough, do we?
That's the perception people have of Muslim women. Is like, oh, they're not competitive. They're very quiet.
They're very competitive.
No.
Yes.
We're so quiet.
Oh my!
They don't even know we're there. They just see us flying.
So it was that first year, and it was just like we were just there. Everyone was just there for a bit of fun, which it was. It was great. We had great fun 2022. And then 2023, I think you asked me if I wanted to help, lead, put a team together and actually let's achieve something.
Yeah, you and Nazma.
Yeah. And then, and Famida.
Yeah.
And then, so we were like, okay, let's get some proper sessions in. Booked with,
They train hard, yeah.
And then we're like, right, let's do this. And oh my God, when the women wanted to win, oh God, they got a taste of, okay, we're in the, top semi-final. We're in the finals. And they're like, right, come on. I was like, oh God. Yeah. And trying to manage those ladies on a day to day, I'm like, oh my God.
And so much takes place. I think sometimes, a lot of Zoom calls. We've had a lot of Zoom calls. We've had a lot of dry racing in parks. Yeah. We've done all sorts. You guys have done 5K runs, all sorts. It's so fun. Last time I was in Ilford Lane and there's a big group call. So I'm in the middle of Ilford Lane. I'll be there, don't worry. Then I hope you're not eating. No, don't want any dead weight on the boat, Sal. Whoops.
So what's your role on the boat?
I'm the drummer.
All we need is her voice.
I've done my days of rowing.
I did the drumming. But oh my God, there's a skill to it because I was
Thank you, Zain. Thank you. Finally someone acknowledges that.
Oh, bless.
And the chair is really wobbly.
It's the older you get. It's
wobbly.
Seriously, because when I first did it in 2018.
Oh, she didn't notice.
No, it's because you're different size now. When in 2018 I did it, I was fine. I had the confidence. I was doing it. The next year, I was like, "Oh my God, this chair's shaking. I'm gonna fall. Any turn I
shakes.
do, I'm gonna go."
No, because I was
my
like
core
this.
muscles had just disappeared
But
for some
I was
reason.
yelling at them. I was yelling, and you can see in the videos. I'm going like this.
Yeah. It does rock. And then on the Al-Noor, because there's so many teams. By the end of it, things are broken. Like last time we had no tennis ball on the stick and it was ripped on the top, and I literally I hold on with my legs because I'm so scared, and I had bruises on my legs, so they're all going, they're in pain, and I'm like, oh my God,
She has no voice.
One of them, the drum was broke. I don't know how aggressive these men and women get on the actual race day. Part of one of the seats was broken. I think when I sat on it, I was just like.
Yeah, there's loads of water inside the boat, and so we're having to empty that out. Oh my God, with the half milk bottle thing.
It's such a fun day, is it? Such a fun day.
Yeah.
We're recruiting, by the way, MSA Dragons.
Yeah, all the details
are
on our Instagram pages, and you can always email us as well. There's a registration form to complete. Just get in touch, and we will get in touch with you to do some trials. Is that right? Are we doing trials this time, or
at the
moment
we're still waiting for information to come through from the?
But we need committed people.
Yeah.
Lots of training, lots of hard work.
It's a proper sisterhood. You will benefit from the sisterhood as well, and have a lot of fun as well.
We're the best, for what was it? Social? I don't know. Team spirit.
Oh,
we want
spirit.
Team spirit.
Yeah, definitely one.
So we're the most fun team, basically.
Definitely. Look at the pink. The pink just says it all, doesn't it?
You get a snazzy t-shirt.
Yeah. It's been great. No, it's
doesn't
been
want
such a good. But I think even like when you're talking about your archery and then the Dragon Boat competitions, got a different kind of buzz, isn't it? Like you need to do it, and I think our Muslim women don't take part in competition. Like you're saying, they shy away.
Basketball comps. Did you used to go to them?
No.
We used to go to Harrow and do competitions. Like,
Really?
Yeah, that used to be a lot of fun. But now we just don't get the commitment for people travelling to West London.
See, that's the thing. So it's the same with archery. People will join the club, but they won't compete simply because you have to go around Essex or you have to go to other like home counties. But if you get a group of you together at your club or wherever it is, and you just all of you carpool, makes it so much easier.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. I think do it for fun, but there's also that competitive side that just to show your progress and have that bit of
and representation, isn't it?
I think
And
people
representation.
see you, they want to see role models in the game, and you're the role models. Make it easier for other people to join, isn't it?
So I think I took some people from MSA to our club to actually do the beginners course at our club.
They can't stay on.
One of them is going to stay on.
Good.
One of them is going to stay on. So the thing with archery is the initial investment in the equipment. So you can get some cheap stuff secondhand, which is what a lot of people do, and I would recommend that if you can't afford it. And so because of that initial big investment, it's not
is that what puts people off?
It's very so sometimes that puts people off. But then also they don't realise that, the club fees initially might seem like a lot of money in one go, but our club has the option of paying monthly as well. So if you ask the clubs, they will accommodate you. They're there, to help you. It's run by the members. It's not there as a business. Everyone in the club is a volunteer, so even the coaches are volunteers.
Any moments where you felt uncomfortable? They all been welcoming?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I go back every week. It's such a fun community. They have such like great banter.
It's a range of ages as well then.
You get kids that will be like, call a judge if you say, because sometimes you get arrows that if it touches the black line, you can mark it up. You could score, like for example, if it's between 8 and 9 or something, you should always call up, and if somebody disagrees with you on the target, then they'll call a judge. But then you get kids going, judge. It builds up some like kids' confidence as well.
And do you need any special licenses to have that and walk around with it on the streets of East London?
So I brought it here, but if you realised, I brought it in. I took it all apart and I had it all the different bits in this rucksack here.
Yeah.
I would not carry the around like that.
But do you have to have a license to buy?
Not a license. No. So that's another thing. You don't need a license. It's not like for example, if you're going to a gun range.
Weapon, isn't it?
Yeah. It can be, but anybody can buy online as well, even a kid.
Are these our shop then?
Yeah, the points.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be. You can touch it.
It's
not that sharp.
It's not going to.
It's not a piece for your finger. No,
not if you touch it like this. But I mean, if you're at 70 meters, it'll probably go through you, and I shoot you.
It's all right. I'm not asking to be. I'm not asking to be tested here.
Make sure you be on that side, of the range, and not that side.
So the first thing you learn when you go on, as you know, you guys have done it. You do your course, is the safety element of it.
Yeah.
When the whistle goes off, that's when you can pull go on the line, and you're not allowed to take your arrow out before you.
There's a lot of safety.
There has to be, isn't it?
Yeah, guidelines and checks that need, even just for that field to be authorised for you to do archery there. There's so many sign-offs that we needed to be allowed to do archery on that field. Yeah.
Because you can't just practice, can you? You're not allowed to just practice in your back garden or anything like that.
There are people that do.
But you're not allowed to. There must be laws around these things.
But you're not insured.
Okay.
You're liable should anything happen.
Fair enough.
Whereas if you've got Archery GB membership, you're covered under their insurance.
That's quite scary though, isn't it? To think, what if one of your neighbours is practicing or
I
something?
know, I just had a thought.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wish I was living next to next house.
I'm not encouraging any of my neighbours to go to MSA Archery.
I wish Sal was my neighbour now.
Bet you
Practicing
do.
on her.
Sal, what do they? I sit there with an apple on my head. Yeah.
I'm
missing
thinking
that.
I paid for my membership, so I'm going to the field. It's only
Yeah.
about 15 minutes from my house anyway.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you go at any time, or is there set times that you need?
Anytime I want.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's great to join a club. You can go at, well, in our club anyway, you can go to the field at any time.
Oh, so it's an actual specific archery field? I thought
We pay rent for that field.
So it's only used for
So
archery?
that side of the field is for us only. We store our equipment there. Yeah.
So you just go in and you
anytime.
practice and no one else has to be there to watch you or guide you?
No,
Okay,
no.
right. Oh, I
But
get
generally, we try to go in pairs.
Okay,
It's just safer.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to borrow a
Yeah.
field. I didn't realise they were
No.
designated for archery.
No.
Oh,
So
that's
because
interesting.
you can't just go to any field. Again, it's like what you said. You have to get the range.
Yeah,
They call it a range.
exactly.
Signed off
That's it, yeah.
in order to be able
And
to
protected
shoot
at that time, isn't it? Like, especially if it's outdoors. Like, indoors, you can always stop people from coming in, but outdoors,
Yep.
that's really scary.
It needs to be signposted that there's shooting going on as well. But indoors, you need to get the range signed off as well. Anywhere you shoot, the range needs to be signed
Okay.
off.
So how do you find the weather change affecting it? Like, you know, with golf,
That's
isn't
outdoors.
it? Yeah.
So that's why you have this sight. It moves left and right. So what you'll find is when you're holding it, your arm will go like this. And the wind might carry the arrows left
Yeah.
or right. So you can adjust a tiny bit for the wind. They usually put flags at the top of the targets. So at 70 meters, you'll see if it's flying to the left, for example, the flag.
So how far is 70 metres? Could you even see it? Well, if you can't see it. But it will look small little dots, isn't it?
It won't be very, very clear.
Okay.
Like you can't see the
Yeah.
dot in the
Not like how we
centre.
did indoors.
You can see the colours.
Okay, because indoors it was a big
Just a-
target,
yeah,
wasn't it? It was a
yeah.
big target.
Yeah, so those big targets that we
Yeah, they
used
become
indoors
small, yeah.
at that.
That's what I
at
mean. It's going to
70
look really
meters.
small.
Oh, wow.
Need to take
You can
them off.
still see it.
Okay.
Sam might not be able to. She
No,
needs
no.
the
I'm
glasses
40
She's
now.
40.
I'm 40.
There
I
are
need
people
binoculars.
that
That's why I
are-
asked age, and you were talking about the young ones, and I was like, "What's the upper end?
Don't worry.
Do 40-year-olds go to these
There's
things?
a 50 plus category, so
there
imagine.
you
Oh, Shash, you can go.
I will be joining. I will be.
I love you sitting in the middle, waving both directions. Oh, but they're a separate
No, but it's
category,
fun.
are they?
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Separate
want to be put
category.
in that separate.
It's called
You
the
don't
vets
need
category.
to enter it, but it's there. Some people
Yeah.
just enter for the senior one.
Oh, nice.
You're senior.
They-
No. When I mean senior, senior just means
No, I
adults.
don't mind. I don't
like
mind.
me or you.
Exactly, you as well.
Not junior, innit?
OA,
That's what you mean.
What was it? OAPs.
OAPs.
That
Doesn't matter.
But it's all right.
As long as I get
A freedom
Still
pass.
doing- Are you still doing your running? Or is that more Zakir?
That's not me. I'll go occasionally.
Ah,
Yeah.
is Nazma still doing her running?
We all do it now and then when, if somebody says, "Oh, do you want to come running?" We're like, "Yeah, sure."
If we must.
sure.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to do then, like in your kind of like?
I want to start up the rowing again.
I have contacted CJ, but unfortunately, it just doesn't have the manpower.
Would you want to do
support
competitions?
us.
I don't know about competitions. I don't think I'm strong enough
okay.
to do. Have you seen the people that row?
I know, but it'd be
My
alright.
poor arms.
the skinny arms.
Although
You're quite strong. You're quite strong.
Yeah,
Zainab.
much strong.
It's
Yeah.
deceiving.
That's
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you want to try pulling it?
Go on, Sal, you do it.
I think Shaf should do it.
We're gonna-
No, you go ahead.
Before we wrap up.
You're the youngest.
Here, I'll give you a.
Oh God.
You just don't release it.
Yalla.
Just you put this on. Are
Go on,
you,
Sam.
you're right-handed, right?
Right-handed.
Yeah, so you know how to.
So
put
I
this
don't know
on.
what this is. I've never seen one of these in my
This is
life.
different from the
It's
gloves
just
that we used. Isn't
Yeah.
It?
It's just like that.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't
nifty,
use
isn't
these
it?
things.
No, we used a
Didn't you?
glove, right?
No, we didn't use these ones.
Did you not even use the hand glove?
You would have used a basic.
These two?
Yeah, yeah.
Or those two?
No.
No, the other two.
You did it right.
These
Yes.
two? All right, okay.
Okay.
Oh, on the string.
It will be like that.
Right. That's really hard. Oh, can't you just put an elastic band on it?
I'll hold it down.
So sorry.
I had to control it.
I can't let go of
I
it.
wish that was a sound.
Because then it was...
Oh, it damages the thing, doesn't it?
Good. Thanks,
you might
Yash.
not be able to pull it all the way back to your
Why, you calling me weak?
No.
Ah, Sal can't be weak. Sal can't be weak.
Got
But as
this.
in, it's quite difficult because you're not... Everything's
Oh.
in
Yeah, because yeah.
Sorry, Ash.
Should have gone outside.
You can...
Alright, okay.
You can't film me outside.
Look
Look at this.
at me, everyone.
What are you
That
pointing
wouldn't be
at?
enough for now.
What are you shooting
My
the
fish,
floor?
my fish. She
We
thinks
can't hold it up because...
she thinks
yeah,
she's
true.
got.
That is not as easy as it
She
looks.
thinks she's
viewers.
done heavy.
It looks
Isn't
quite
it?
easy.
That's...
That's-
Come, Bobby.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm okay.
Try it.
That's
Try
hard.
it.
Yeah.
I could probably do more, but I'm scared of hitting my face
Yeah.
and stuff.
Thank you.
Imagine like loads of these lined up at a competition.
Oh.
Everyone's like
Yeah.
knocking into them.
They're big.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Zainab.
It's been
Thank you,
really fun
Zainab.
talking to you.
I know, we may need to go to one of these
I know.
competitions.
Tell us when the next one is. We might come round and watch you and
Okay.
support you.
Yeah, that'd be
We
good.
don't have to come at 5 in the morning.
No.
By the time you set up
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything,
yeah.
you tell us the time of the start.
yeah.
We'll be there for that.
An
That's
indoor
it.
one I do in the afternoon. Actually,
Oh,
I have
okay.
this one this weekend actually,
Oh,
Okay, let's...
or next
after,
weekend.
after Ramadan.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
after I'm done, yeah. I might get hungry, you know how it is.
Watching you will make us hungry.
Popcorn.
I'll have to invest in a tent for you guys to sit in.
Oh, brilliant. No, that'd be really nice, actually. Because you know what? Another experience that we've never done.
no,
So
yeah, that would
it'd be
be fun.
great to
Nice.
see.
Yeah, let us know,
Yeah.
really. Let us know. Okay. We'll be your cheerleaders.
Oh,
Thank
fantastic.
you. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you for watching the Empower Her Play podcast. You can download all of our previous episodes on whichever platform you use, and we will see you next time. Thank you.